So the plan today is to recreate Kevin's montage.
Oh no, my family's in Florida and I'm in New York.
So today I'm going to recreate Kevin's opening montage in New York City using only public transit. And we're starting here at JFK, where he allegedly came in, I guess.
What's that? How do I guess that Kevin flew into JFK? Well, I'm glad you asked. Currently, this American Airlines Flight 226 refers to a flight from Santa Ana, California to Dallas-Fort Worth, so that was useless to me. So, let's examine where this plane that allegedly has Kevin in it touches down. Let's examine the landmarks in this shot. We have the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, and the Ravenswood Electrical Generation Plant. So this shot was actually taken at LaGuardia Airport, and this is how I figured it out. I went to Google Maps, I circled those 3 landmarks, and then I drew a line directly through those 3 landmarks, and guess where it pointed? LaGuardia. But that shot of a plane was just a generic shot of a plane landing in New York City. We can't be sure where Kevin is until we see Kevin. My knowledge of interiors of airports is not great, so I have no idea what 1990s airport this particular one is, if it is even an airport and not a set. But to start where he started, we have to find where he came in. And this is the first shot of New York City he sees, but that is not a shot that exists inside any airport anywhere in New York City, and it never has. But this is the first that Kevin sees of New York City, so we have to examine this shot to get our starting location. Let's do that. And so the landmarks are still the Chrysler Building, still the Empire State Building, but now we also have the United Nations and the Pepsi-Cola sign in Queens. And it looks like the Chrysler Building basically represents the center of that. So to find out where Kevin sees this shot, I went to our good friend Google Maps, I went to Street View at Gantry Plaza State Park and got this shot. That looks pretty much about right, with the Chrysler Building peeking out from behind the United Nations. So we're going to use that as our base for drawing a line to Jamaica Station Air Train. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory we're about to recreate part of.
If you kind of squint, you can see One World Trade all the way over there.
So let's get started on Kevin's initial journey through New York City. First, let's start out with 3 rules. Number 1, I can only take public transportation or walk. Number 2, minimize walking. And number 3, I need to pay as few fares as possible. Thank you, wonderful Patreon subscribers, and Dimitri Romero and Didi, brand new Patreon subscribers. That means I can't take the subway every time. I have to do free transfers to buses when available or necessary. And with that, let's start by taking the E train. And I believe this is, yes, that is the one toward Manhattan. From Jamaica to Jamaica. I am not going to bore all of my wonderful viewers with all of the details of what's going on, but I do want to share this. There's no transfer to the 7 or to the G at Kew Gardens. That was a complete, you can freeze frame that. Those transfers were completely wrong. And also, this E is going local for reasons. Look at that. 67th Street BD, no. 67th Avenue, no. Woodhaven, no. Those transfers are not real.
I get that it's midday, but local E-trains, that's some shenanigan BS right there. Kevin didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, Kevin took a cab straight in. And this gentleman is listening to loud music, just repetitive, horrible music, right in his ear, so everybody can hear. Also, I wanted to show you this. Check it out, this sign. There's a G of its G shadow there, and if you look closely, there's a V. There's a shadow of where they painted over a V. The V train used to be a thing. That's my shenanigans face. We're stopped. Here we go. Queens Plaza. See? It took me a long time, but it didn't take us a long time because editing. Thank you.
That E-train going local, displaying improper transfers, was definitely something Kevin didn't have to deal with. But no tourist should have to deal with that, honestly, seriously.
Yes, I thought I had been a good boy today, but apparently the MTA gave me a stocking full of shenanigans. Gonna take a bus now. You might be wondering why we stop in Queens, even though Kevin didn't stop in Queens. I'll show you in a minute. It'll become all very clear once I get on this Q32 bus that's about to leave. Oh, yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Omni transfer, free transfer.
Barely made it.
Gonna sit back here and get going. Big shout out to the awesome bus driver who let me in so I didn't have to wait for the bus, the next bus. So that bus is about to block my helicopter shot. Okay, it got out of the way. There's Ravenswood Electrical Generation Plant, and here is the helicopter shot on the Queensboro Bridge that Kevin wonderfully got. And here is me waiting for the helicopter to come and realizing it's not. That's okay, I can still do the shot. Yeah, look at me how happy I am. All right, first of the montage shots done, and I wanted to show you this really good marketing. Like, that dude deserves a plug on this channel because that is clever. I was just saying the other day how rare it is to see awesome, railing work. And that dude had his whole bed of his truck outlined in his work, in their work. I just think that's great marketing for a great thing that is quite often too rare in New York City.
Next stop 46, next stop 46th Street.
You're not stopping at 49?
No, we're not stopping at 49.
Can you let me out? Thank you. Bus shenanigans. That took way more time than it should have, but here we are. At least you know what it's like to take a cab into New York City on Christmas. That's not a realistic show.
Yes, that shot on the Queensboro Bridge of Kevin all by himself in a cab during Christmas time in New York City, nah, not a thing. There's St. Patrick's Cathedral. Very beautiful. He didn't see that, but, I'm walking past it, so you get to see it. Oh boy, look at the crowds. Oh, we're at Saks Fifth Avenue decoration. Oh yeah, that's really, I bet that looks great from across the street. There's the Rockefeller. None of this stuff is stuff we're here to see. This right here is where we are going to get our second shot from the Kevin McAllister montage. This one. Radio City Music Hall, taking a picture. You know what? I wonder what he took a picture of. Let's see. Click, that's it. That's what he took a picture of. There's not even any Christmas day. That's it.
The Rockefeller Center was the biggest. Had to get all the way from Queens, JFK to here, and it had to go across the Queensboro Bridge. The bus kind of set me back. Okay, I had to cut because everybody's playing copyrighted music. But now I'm going to take the M to 23rd Street.
The M going to the subway. I guess I could take the F too. Let's see which one's there first. But this Omni Smack goes out to Jonah Z. Thank you, brand new Patreon subscriber. There, F train's first. Cool, all right. Let's see. Let's make sure it stops at 23rd and there are no shenanigans, and there are no shenanigans. 3 stops. You know what? Just skip them all and go straight to it. Ooh, the good boys.
Selfie with the good boys.
I love this mosaic so much.
We need to transfer to the M23 SBS westbound to 10th Avenue, so I'm going to the north side of 23rd Street.
North side because that's where the westbound SBS stops. So we're starting here. I don't know why this map is oriented up, but I guess just to add more space. West is north on that map. It always bugs me, being a map person, but it is what it is. Here we go. And Omni transfer. Yeah, Omni boot transfer. So we're going all the way to 10th Avenue. We're at 8th Ave. No, wait, we were at 6th Ave. Okay. Next is 9th, then 10th. Stop requested. I didn't. Yeah, that's somebody already pulled it before me. Boo. Here we are. On to our second, I guess third landmark if you count the Queensboro Bridge. I do. It's a fantastic bridge. And we're here at the Empire Diner. For some reason.
The Empire Diner is probably the weirdest one in the montage. It's not particularly iconic or special. It's just, I guess it just happened to be in the montage, but here we are.
Yep, and here's the shot of Santa Claus, and this tree is in the way of me getting exactly that shot, but that's generally it. And those nice blinking lights under there attract attention, but they're not blinking right now.
Anyway, that's it. I'm not going to eat here or anything. I don't really care about it. But it was in the montage.
On we go.
It's 12:21. I got my 2 o'clock appointment coming up, and I still got 2 places to visit before that one. So 3 places total.
I I am going to take the C train, or the E, whichever. Let's see. All right, cool. So, Omni Smack, Jenny Wolf, thank you for your reduced fare sponsorship. Cubby8, thank you for your continuing sponsorship.
I could have taken the M23 SBS again to get here, but I decided to walk it. I think I made the right choice because we didn't. SBS didn't even pass. This will work. We're going to West 4th.
This is a World Trade Center bound east train. The next stop is 14th Street.
Well, cool. Only 2 stops on the E. Not a big deal. It will be a 2 stops for just about anything or anything that stopped here, so no big deal either way. There's an A train that I didn't have to take because it didn't stop at 23rd. The A train never stops at 23rd unless it's going local.
This is a World Trade Center bound east train.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm not going to World Trade Center yet. West 4. Cool. Now we have to transfer, though, because the next place Kevin went is Chinatown. Well, that's cool. Everything's just sort of waiting for me. This is like optimal. I mean, it's not optimal travel for the bus was terrible, but it was waiting for it. It was there, and I got on it right away. Everything right away so far. Hey, Mr. Bike Man. Good on you. I gotta boop the choo-choo. Boop. Good old Grand Street choo-choos. Choo-choo reliefs. That's exit. Oh boy. Yeah, these aren't tourists. These are just locals walking their own pace.
Made it to Chinatown. Now we just need to make it to where Kevin was.
On we go. So it's a bit of a walk to get there, but this was the closest way to get. There's a line there for some food, I guess. I don't know what. Oh, hey, the bike guy. That was his whole purpose for taking the bike to that place. Yeah, it's a long walk, but we're about to get there.
Reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus, down through the chimney with lots of toys.
Swing a right here at this tiny little road. Wow, I've never been to these little thin roads in China. That's gorgeous. Look at that. This is in New York City. Good stuff. Pell Street. We're on Pell Street. That's an awesome horse. Look at that. Kevin didn't get to see that flying horse, but I did. Okay, so the shots right here, he's at Bayard Street, according to that shot. And this says 32, but there's no street sign in this shot. So here's a 32, but this is 32 Pell Street, and that is not the same. If you look at the fire escape, not the same positioning. So let's go to Mott Street here. That's the one. Look at the fire escape. Yep, the fire escapes match.
32 Mott Street. There's nothing particularly iconic about this place, but Chinatown is very iconic. And you know, we had to buy those Roman candles somewhere.
Yepper-doos.
Now we're gonna take another bus.
Got a free transfer. It's a bit of a walk to the bus, but it's not that big a deal. The M15. 2 minutes, right on.
15, another SBS, select bus service.
That E was local, and the bus was slow, but man, am I really hitting these headways hard. Oh, the Omni reader wasn't working. Got a boop. There we go. Omni transfer. Get a little shot I've never gotten before of the articulation here on the Bendy Boy. Oh, FedEx lady's on her phone. Lady, man, person, can't see her face. Its face, his face, their face. Can't see their face. Anyway, we're on to Battery Park next. Get some cool, oh, look at the Bendy Boy bend. We're bending into Battery Park. And let's go on to the front and exit.
Thank you.
And remember, always thank your bus driver, always. It's not that big a deal to do that. In memory of the men and women of the United States Coast Guard. Okay, nice monument. All right, so here's the shot of Kevin looking through the telescopes at the Statue of Liberty. And here is where I'm about to go off the rails. Because
this is dumb. They have closed off the entire waterfront. I can't get my shot because, I mean, I guess they closed it off for tourists, but I've never seen this before. Is this normal? Like, do they do this every year during Christmas? Dumb.
yeah, well, there's the Statue of Liberty, and whatever. I got the shot.
The quarter telescopes are gone, obviously. They've been gone for a while. Whatever, I'm over it. Kevin got a better shot than me, obviously. I couldn't duplicate it because tourists just gives you an idea of what it's like in New York City at Christmas. It's not like Home Alone 2. It's pretty though.
It kind of is like Home Alone 2. But at the same time, there are more people. And there were, even then, more people.
Time to go to our final iconic location for my 2 o'clock appointment.
Yep, and to do that, we're going to take the 1 train. Xavier Does Stuff, an official 6 train. Thank you for your continuing Patreon sponsorships. And there's the 1 just pulling up. Well, it's going to take a bit of time to pull out, you know, to go back, but whatever. At least I get to sit down right away. Boink. Oh dear. I got to take a screenshot of this so you guys can read it. This is the part suspended.
Most condition up at 181st, we are experiencing some delays, okay? Trains are moving. We are moving with delay.
Attention
everyone. As I get more information.
Trains are not running between 145th Street and 242nd Street because of FDNY activity. As an alternative, use nearby stations on the A&C line or local bus service. 1 trains are delayed in both directions.
All right, well, this is the first headway shenanigans I've encountered. There's another 1 train. I would assume there's 1 train that's trapped on this side of 145th. Anyway, let's just get on. There's Rector. And we're getting off at Cortlandt. World Trade. Out we go. Let's take a look. You know what?
Appreciate it, thank you.
Let's take a look at the Oculus. This definitely wasn't here for Kevin to see, but man, would he have enjoyed this. The Oculus gets a lot of hate for the cost, but they have freaking ice skating now. Come on. That's awesome. I love this place, honestly. It's beautiful. Here's our shot of the Twin Towers, and here's our shot of One World Trade. That's the best we can do. Well, I guess we're going. That's me duplicating the shot. And Kevin looks all interested. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Good enough. All right, One World Trade Observatory. I had to buy tickets for it, and I had to make a specific time appointment. I don't think it matters that much.
Made it through security. They took my little tripod thing from my backpack. I wasn't going to use it anyway, but whatever.
Not going to go through all the details of everything. Let's just get in the elevator and get on up to the top. I will share this because this is still just magnificent. And they added a little, I love how they added the sparkly snow for the winter Christmas time. 1934, 1935, 1940. We just rode a train from the 1930s. Oh, now we're speeding up. Here we go.
Welcome to One World Observatory.
There's the shot. There's the shot. Look at this one. Look at that one. Look at this one. Look at that one. And click. And that's what he saw. That's what we saw. A helicopter shot. Bye, everybody.
And that's it. That's all 3 shots they show. That's all you get. Just kidding. Let's go look at a little bit more stuff.
Look at this one. Look at that one. This one. Or that one. This one. Or that one.
And there we have it. Leave your car at home. Take public transportation. Can you see my eyebrows going? Like Kevin.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this little recreation. I enjoyed doing it. Hit the notification bell, and I'm going to be quiet. Moment of silence.
Thank you for visiting One World Observatory.